That project was scrapped. And you know why. The new design is safer, more stable, less effective. You don't know that. The trials are promising. It's why this whole thing is so... Did you tell anyone about the deal? Gerald stared at him. His chin jutted out defiantly. The man sighed. Such a waste. He pulled a metal half-ring from the case. Smooth with a series of small, flat nodes spanning the surface, it resembled the laurel wreath crowns worn by Caesar. I'm sorry about this, Doc. No! Gerald keened, eyes wide as he shook his head vehemently. He bucked in the chair as the man tried to slip the ring around the back of his head. Don't do this, please! You know what will happen! A gut punch took the air out of him, and he wheezed, doubled over. The ring gripped his skull like a vice, tight and so cold. Hey, don't pass out. The man lifted Gerald's head, made him look into his eyes. They were empty, dead. The information on Mercy. Who did you give it to? Think of their face, Jerry. What's their name? Shaking with effort, Gerald whispered. When I was a little boy, I had a bike. Don't do that, Jerry. It won't work. It was a dirt bike, fire engine red. I put cards in the spokes, and it sounded like your contact's face, their name, the man said evenly as he reached into the metal case. Where will it be published? Think of it. I once tried to jump this ravine, and I hit the side. I broke my arm. Gerald rasped, trying to lock onto the memory. It hurt so bad I screamed. Come on, Jerry. Think. You met with someone. It must have been out of the way. You were scared, remember? Like now. Concentrate on that. What did you call them? The man pulled out a syringe and plunged it into Gerald's thigh. Look at their face. The serum burned up Gerald's thigh, and he gasped, his body arching with the pain of it. His heart slammed in his chest as every muscle in his body tensed, holding him in rigid agony. His head shot forward from the force of the ring's filaments, and he gagged. Heated voices of an argument echoed louder and louder until his brother's words cut through him again. A flash of their fight flickered behind his eyes. Picture frames crashing to the marble steps as they struggled on the stairs. The burn of a swollen lip. Where did you meet the reporter, Jerry? The man's voice came from far away. Where? Gerald groaned as the tone in his head rose to a shriek, and then a wall of noise slammed into him. The noise of the city, a distant horn, the ting of metal. Then the mist came. It had been heavy in the air that night, cold on his exposed face and neck. Fish and salt odors pushed at him, and he remembered there had been a fried seafood stall nearby. It strobed into view on the boardwalk next to him. The city fell around him, framing him in perfect memory. Gerald twisted in the chair, the wood creaking as he tried to leave, to turn away. But he hadn't that night. He'd watched her walk toward him, wrapped against the wind in a dark coat. Sorrow and helplessness washed over Gerald, and he cried out. He couldn't stop himself from looking at her. She held out her hand, and he placed something in it, folding her fingers over it gently. Her name whispered across his mind. I'm so sorry, he sobbed. Another surge came, and terrible pain ripped through him, pulling him back into the room even as it fell away. He looked out at the field from his childhood, across the whispering grass to the fading sun. It smelled like summer. The sky turned, twisting like a record, and the stars stretched out overhead. The black sky so vast it seemed like he was falling into it. Further and further. Gerald gasped, the awe of oblivion burning through his mind like paper, and he knew then that he was never coming back. 2. Seattle City College, 2 weeks later. It really was a beautiful place to die, Detective Reed thought.